The WAFB First Alert Weather Team, powered by the most advanced tools and technology to give you the first alert. Sponsored by Acadian Windows and Hurricane Shutters.
Good evening, everyone. Not a bad day after a cold start this morning. You know, I was saying earlier, the 50s we had this afternoon almost felt like the 70s compared to where we've been recently. We do have another freeze on the way overnight. We'll give you a look at the numbers here in just a moment. And then the hard freeze threat is going to return within a few days. So we've got another Arctic blast that's on the way. Not much rain in the forecast either over the next several days. All right, let's give you a look at what to expect in the morning. These numbers aren't going to be too far off of where we ended up this morning. Some spots maybe a couple of degrees less cold. I'm still going 28 for a low in Baton Rouge, mid to upper 20s as you get north of the interstates, and then south of I-10, upper 20s to around 30. So a fairly widespread freeze on the way once again. Now it should be largely a light freeze overnight into tomorrow morning. We get a brief break from the freezes Friday. It's still going to be chilly, just not as cold, but we give you the first alert to the hard freeze threat returning over the weekend and maybe even lingering into Monday of next week for some of you before temperatures finally start to rebound a little bit. We do have another cold front on the way, but right now rain chances look pretty limited with it. A small chance early Friday with the passage of that front. The weekend will be dry, maybe a little better chance of rain by the mid part of next week. So let's give you a look at what we're tracking, what is headed our way. You look up to the north, you see sub-zero temperatures up across Canada. That's at next blast of Arctic air is kind of gathering, and that's going to be dropping south in the days ahead. You can see farther south, it's nothing terribly unusual for late January. So here's our next storm system taking shape. That one's going to be taking a dive to the south, and that's going to send freezing temperatures all the way down into Florida, and eventually looks like it may produce one heck of a nor'easter moving up the east coast. Another winter storm. This won't hit the deep south, our part of the world, so hard, but the southeast and especially up the east coast may take a significant blow. Right now, there's some dry air moving on through. That gave us the bright sunshine that we enjoyed through the afternoon. Here's a live look outside this evening. All is quiet. Our Sky 9 view, we give you a look at temperatures around the region, mid to upper 40s. Baton Rouge to Gonzales checking in at 48, Hammond 44, Macomb at 45. That's actually not too bad. Definitely need a jacket if you're headed out, but again, not all that bad outside, but it will continue to cool off. We'll fall into the 30s later on tonight. I've got us close to freezing in Baton Rouge by midnight tomorrow morning. Bundle the kids up once again as you get them out to school. Many of us in the mid to upper 20s, but temperatures rebound a little bit. Mid 50s at noon. We actually get up near 60 with bright sunshine. Note the wind direction tomorrow. Winds briefly shift around to the south in advance of that next cold front. Unfortunately, a strong northerly winds can return by Friday, ushering in the much colder air. So there you see it. Saturday, 25 in the morning, high of only 35. We've got several parades in the area Saturday. They'll be dry, but you're really going to have to dress for it because it's going to be breezy as well. Could be in the teens in some areas Sunday morning. The weekend will be dry. That's the good news. Getting to next week, one more freeze on Monday, and after that, maybe temperatures finally closer to normal with a decent rain chance by Wednesday. Greg?
Steve, thank you.